What's going on, everyone? Just wanted to talk a little bit about my day one journey here with the 30 Days of Discipline program. So, obviously, if you've checked out my blog, before this, I've done an introduction video, kind of a video just to talk a little bit about me getting my mind prepared for the course. And I've been started doing some blog posts, which are basically talking specifically about each habit that I'm following. Kind of where I'm at now and where I'd like to be after the 30 days. So check those out. I'll be consistently adding some of that stuff as we go. I'm also potentially looking at maybe starting a podcast. If that happens, this will be one of those episodes, and you can kind of follow along if you want to listen in your car instead of having to head over to a blog. But I guess I wanted to talk a little bit about today. It's been interesting. I woke up super early. I was up at 4:40 a.m. Went to bed last night at about 8:30. Probably didn't fall asleep till 9. One thing that I am going to start working on is actually, spending less time on my phone as I'm in bed. Sometimes I'll look at Facebook and stuff, and it just takes me a little longer to fall asleep. So that's something I definitely want to work on over these next 30 days because that's a bad habit I've been falling into. Something else I've noticed, which I consistently think about, is my posture. I mean, even right now, I actually tried to raise my chair, and I'm trying to get myself in a better situation so I'm not always leaning in and hurting my back. I basically am at a computer desk all day. I actually went on to Groupon today, and I found someone in the local area. I think they're just starting out. They had an offer to do 2 one-hour Swedish massages for $27. So that's actually an awesome deal. Probably can't be beat anywhere else. Most places I was looking online, they're $85 just for one session. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I already scheduled that for this Saturday, and it's definitely needed because of all the time I spend in the computer chair. I guess to talk about some of the other things I did today, I also did the cold shower, which is something I have not done in a really long time. It really wasn't that bad, but I tend to wash my face usually in the shower. I won't do it in the sink. I'll just brush my teeth and stuff in the sink. So this morning I actually did some of it in the mirror, just in front of the sink. I like to do it in the shower because it's just easier to get all the soap off and everything. But I rush to do all these things in the cold shower and just sort of stayed out of the water and kind of got myself into it more, at ease versus jumping in and just being ready with a hot shower. So that was kind of interesting. Beyond that, I made my breakfast. I think I already mentioned that, and just ate it before I went to work. One of the sort of downfalls with that is, if you listen to my other videos, you'll hear, I try to get into work so I can leave as early as possible, and it's a big thing with traffic, getting to work. So that was sort of something I think starting tomorrow, what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to cook my breakfast, but I'm actually going to immediately put it into a container and then bring it with me to work and just reheat it in a microwave there. So I can eat at my desk, I'll be on the clock, and I'll be able to easily just, kind of get more out of my day that way. I'll be able to have better chances of beating traffic in the morning. It's not really going to taste that much different if I just reheat it after an hour, and it's going to basically just save me time. That's really the objective here. I did my workout tonight, which consisted of, basically during the workout, like I said in one of my other posts, I mentioned this now, is that I'm not going to be afraid to sort of share any details of what's going to be going on in this program. I mean, you're sort of getting the full picture here. Obviously, if you're interested in doing this challenge, I think you should buy the book because that's just the reasonable thing to do. But anyway, what I was going to say was I did, during the program, you do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and 100 squats. So I've currently done all 100 squats, all 100 sit-ups, and I've done 80 push-ups. So I will be doing 20 more before I go to bed. I kind of spread those out. I'm starting a little slower because it's been a little while since I've worked out. I maybe did 10 at a time or 20 at a time, just sort of easing into it. But what I did find was interesting was right now there's 2 really popular shows going on. I don't know if any of you guys listening to this happen to watch them, but The Walking Dead and Once Upon a Time, 2 really awesome shows, just aired last night. I usually, I know it's not the most logical thing to do or ethical, whatever you want to call it. I'll go and download them off like torrents and stuff because I don't have HBO or all these like fancy cable channels. We have a Roku. I downloaded the episodes, and me and my girlfriend will watch them like the day after. So we watched Once Upon a Time, and while I was watching that, I was doing sit-ups and push-ups and other things. So I'm listening to the show and watching and paying attention while I'm getting my workout in. So it was kind of a nice way to be able to hang out with her and still take the time to get that workout in. Beyond that, I ate really good today. I had like a spinach salad with chicken, which I cooked up last night. It was real easy to just put that in a container and bring that into work. The other thing I did was I really kind of had a hard time with the whole snacking thing. I think another good benefit to me, like cooking my food and bringing it in and having that extra hour, it'll be sort of like less leeway between me eating breakfast and lunch. I ended up going out for hibachi tonight, so that was a good way to fill me up and eat something like relatively healthy, chicken, vegetables, rice. So that's it for today, and should hear back from me tomorrow about my progress. Talk to you later.